Best of luck, Tim. OTB. I love it. More games to review. All right. Pawn into the middle. Knight out. Doesn't matter what level of habits you are on, this should be making a lot of sense. Now, I see a move like that, I'm straight into the middle. Like I'm done not taking the middle of the board. That's a trade, and this should be a free pawn. You know, we got to start punishing our opponents for, you see what I mean? Like, guys, it's not difficult. I mean, what do you want from me? What do you, excuse me? Come on. Enough with the paid actor allegations. I don't pay these guys. They work for free. Come on. I mean, this is basic. Basic. I think this is a level 1 turning level 2 type of victory. I mean, this is not difficult. Let's jump into the next one. I feel like we got our first game of the day out of the way. This could be a good one here. Into the middle. We're just going to go ahead and match. Okay. Got our 2 knights out. Go ahead and take that. Bishop out, hitting the center. Then comes the pawn. Our other bishop out next. We can't go here, right? I mean, that's the center. We can't go there, so you already know where we're going. Goes here. It feels like the perfect time to get the snorkel in, and we get castled. Bringing the knight out. I mean, yeah, I'd like to move my queen, but, you know, this pin is a little bit annoying here. I can't lie. Let's make a move that we know we need to do. Oh, he's snorking up as well. Okay, okay. Well, we're going to double our pawns here, so don't really want to do that move. So I guess we're going to be going here. And rook into the middle. Okay. Queen out to b3. Well, we're rooks in the middle. Done. We got RPMs to make. We got our snorkel in. Got all of our pieces developed. So, you know, I'm feeling pretty good about this. You know, at the later levels, I think you start to realize the importance of those RPMs in the center versus the side. And seeing as I don't have any claim to the center right now, and I have a center pawn to push, I'll probably be doing this one as opposed to maybe a6 or a5 that I might be used to doing. Okay, knight is hit. Where can we go? Nowhere, actually. Not even here. So I guess we're just going straight back to b8. A little unfortunate. But hey, guy's coming at me with queen b7. I'm going to bite the bullet and head on back to b8. Because I know that I can return to the center this way. All right, well, let's definitely get that trade in. Bishop's hit. Let's keep hitting the center and, of course, go back to safety. Okay. Well, we kind of have our knight out of the way. I guess I hit the one final RPM, and then, as usual, we just got to make sure we don't forget about this knight. So we want to make sure to bring it back into the game. If we leave it here, we're going to have a pretty rough position. Okay, knight here. Guess we have a trade to do. Not sure if he would have blundered his queen there. Maybe that was a fortunate protect. Okay. I want to bring the knight out, but yeah, we can't really do that. So I'll come back this way. At least we're going central here. Okay, he's attacking my rook. Let's attack him right back. Queens have been traded. Let's not forget that. That's going to mean that in general, my king to the middle is going to be a welcomed move. Okay, let's go back to the middle. Would you like to make a draw? Happy to agree to terms. Okay. Bishop is attacked. I'll go into the middle. In we go. There's a lot of pressure with these bishops, and you can see here, I mean, all it took was a bishop in the center, and he's already blundered some material. Okay. Let's put a knight into the middle of the board. Also offer a trade. That looks pretty nice. Wait, he didn't take the one I thought he was going to take. Okay, I'll take that. Now if he takes, I'll take with the pawn, I think, so we're not doubled. And king needs to join the middle of the board. Okay, we can double his pawns, so I think we want to take that one. Now, can we get our king in? Maybe we can double the rooks. Okay, rook is being attacked here. I guess we'll go to an open line, but yeah, you have to move the rook, sadly, because the knight was there. Okay, what can we do? King still to the middle. Let's go for that. Okay, knight in. Maybe we can. I'm gonna move our bishop here, but you know, we kind of have this pawn that I'm a bit concerned about. Save our pawn a little bit. I'd like to bring my... Okay. Well, this doesn't feel good. It's kind of hard to avoid like a red dot position. You know? This and this are all covered. I don't really see another option, so I got to get out of the pressure here. Okay, he goes here. I guess we'll go back into the middle. Usually a good place to be. I'm not really doing anything over there. I moved there because I had to. Okay. In the middle, he's starting to push the pawns here. I mean, this bishop is truly awful. We could maybe try to double the rooks in the middle, but that's about it. I don't really know what to do here, to be honest. My king can't really join the center because of this. So don't actually know that I like the position at all. Like, yeah, try to bring my bishop into the center. I feel like that's my best idea here. Okay, it was under the impression the bishop had to defend the knight, but that was not the case at all. Jesus, back-to-back tactics? Give me a break, bud. Give me a break here. Just lost everything all at once. Let's use our king. That's all we got. Some nice defense here. Move the RPMs. I don't even know how to... Okay. Well, I think we're going to need to get some pre-moves in here. Can barely do anything. Can barely do anything. Dude. Look at this guy. He's killing me here. I mean, come on. Stick on the ice once again. Never fails. Why do you think I'm sitting here? Am I just doing this for the memes? Of course not. We're at 1269. This guy played a phenomenal game. He really did. Right? Good game. Not perfect, but pretty good game. And still, this is what he's capable of at the end with all this extra material. Why would you resign? Throwing away points, I tell you. This is the same guy, by the way, who hit us with back-to-back-to-back tactics. Like, he was kind of styling on us. So that is almost a guy that you'd resign more likely against, because you think, okay, like he's covered everything. Like, he hasn't made a mistake all game. He dropped his rook in the corner, but apart from that, and even with that, I thought his position was solid. Didn't really make any significant positional mistakes or anything. We have 2.8 seconds, and this happens. So it can really be anyone. Don't ever give anyone too much credit. Remember, they are a 1200 just like you. We'll take it. Look at that. We don't even lose ELO. Absolutely beautiful, folks. Absolutely beautiful. And into the center. Okay, you see a move like that? Don't flinch. Take the entire center. Let's guard our center like this. I guess we go into the middle here. Oh, kind of tough here. Well, we're already in the middle and we can't go back where we came from. So I think I only have 2 options here that are like remotely close to the middle. This one feels like it's actually in the center of the board, so I'll go ahead with this one. All right, I guess we're trying to castle here. A little bit behind at the moment. We got our rook in the middle, our bishop hitting the middle. Oh my god. It's a good thing I didn't snork up here. What the hell is this? I can't even move my bishop out here. I got this knight in the way. What the hell? I don't know if I'm going to be snorking up against that. Jeez. I don't really know what to do with this bishop, so I'm just going to put it here for now. Like, can't really get it more into the center. He's just sending it. Yeah, I'm definitely scared to play that. Queen into the middle. Haven't really calculated what's going to happen. But you know what? After this, I definitely will snork up. This feels good. Now we're kind of stopping his advance there. Okay, he's all in with this move. Let's just finish bringing our rooks to the middle. Yeah, he goes like this. I'm going to take it. He goes here. I'm just going to keep taking. I think slightly more reactive would be this. Like, sort of, I take here, he goes here. It's, oh, I got to take. But I'm going to take this. Like, I'd rather take the stuff going towards his king than the stuff going away from mine. He takes here. Again, I think I'm just going to keep taking. Okay, now we got to think here. Definitely going to take that because with a check, right? Obviously. And let's get the lay of the land. So we took that with check. We got a lot of firepower aimed down the middle. And this is why when someone's attacking you like crazy here, respond in the middle. There's an open line to the king. So that is the number one place that I'm looking right now. What can I do with this knight? Where's the best place for this knight? It's clear that I want to make some sort of discovered attack. I mean, knight f5 hits the bishop. That's something. That's probably the best I got. I don't really have I don't really have anything else I could do other than this. But we can't win any material, sadly. So I guess we'll go for this check. Feel good about that tactic. And probably take there. Get the trade in. Okay, let's do that. Okay, and now that the dust has settled here, I think we want to continue. Take that. Let's see what he's going to do next. Queen to f6. Well, what should we be doing here? Neither one of our bishops are that happy. This knight is defended. Quite scary being in this pin. I have to be very mindful of that. Yeah, what are we going to do? Our king is wide open. It's definitely not a good feeling. Rook h1 is definitely a move. I was also looking at moving our piece into the center to trade off our opponent's bishop, but I mean, it has to be said, this is far from an enjoyable position here. Not really sure how to play this one. Right, our bishop doesn't have like basically any squares to go to. Try this into the middle. Very tough position to deal with. There's like open lines, there's like queen barreling down on us. Just about everything. Okay, he goes here. Well, honestly, I literally don't have anywhere to go except back. So there I go. Back with bishop here. Okay, the knight comes out. I mean, this is such a brutal position. Maybe we have a move. Bishop g5. Okay. So now we can take a free piece. This is a move. Previously, it wasn't due to the pin, but now playable. Can double up our rooks, of course. Yeah, he goes here. That's sort of a red dot moment. I think we're going to need to get our king out of the way. Really don't enjoy this type of action. Ooh, we're able to get a nice, very nice pin right here. Pinning the rook to the king. That's big. There's some outside chances here. Okay, let's take that. King here. Let's bring our knight into the middle. Okay, take that. We're going to need some... Oh, okay, that's a trade there. Take this. Gonna need some big time moves here. It's nice that if he moves his rook, we have checkmate. So if he moves his rook here... Okay, hang on a sec. So we've kind of got him stuck here. Wait a minute. Could we pre-move? Oh my god. Dude, you sneaky little rat. Oh my. So disturbing. The one moment. He didn't do anything till the one moment. It's like he knew. Is there a camera in here? Oh shit, there is. I don't know how he knew. Literally the one opportunity. Like, bro, he didn't do anything sneaky. I'm like, okay, now's my opportunity. And of course the guy plays like... This is so disturbing. Oh my goodness. We lose this game. But you know what? Honestly, we were kind of getting killed here. The attack was pretty scary. I thought we dealt with it pretty well. Bishop e4, I liked it. Move in the middle and trade pieces. And then we hit him with a nice tactic. Hit him with another nice tactic. Trade in the middle, more trades. It's just nasty at the end. I can't complain. We were low on time due to the bad position, which is understandable. And then by the time we recovered, we didn't have any time left. All right. On to the next one. Okay, we're into the middle. Queen's coming out. Let's bring our knight. Obviously, another knight to follow. And once again, our opponent is making no claim to the center, developing the queen. I mean, this is why we have this move in reserve. D5, like, yeah, of course I'm going to take the entire center. Let's trade that. Let's bring our bishop out. We want a castle. Goes bishop out here. I don't think we care. Definitely not. Okay, we get our snorkel here. Let's go a knight there. I'm not seeing exactly what's being threatened there. Let's, yeah, bring our rook to the middle. Our bishop out. Queen up, rook over. I think we're feeling pretty decent here. Okay, queen cannot move up anymore, so I think we know it has to go here. The rook over to d8 makes the most sense next. We're almost certainly going to do that, unless, yeah, I don't know what he might come up with, but b4, we'll just take a step back. Queenside snork for our bishop, if needed. If he goes bishop here, we'll happily trade. He goes here. This looks like a whole lot of nothing, to be honest, so Let's go. Rook to the middle. Not going to second guess myself. We know exactly where the pieces need to go. Okay, there's a trade here, but remember, we brought our rook here from earlier, so we'll go ahead and make that trade. Then we'll make this trade here. Okay. Easy moves, right? So far, I think we've done everything by the book. We're going to trade here. Our opponent's currently disconnected. I mean, good internet equals good habits. Thank you very much. I have nothing to say. The habits are just that easy. If you're looking at my games and you're saying to yourself, this is not fair, like what happens to you doesn't happen to me, it's because you're not playing habits. You can't possibly think that I'm just getting this lucky. There has to be a difference between you and me. It's the habits. The habits is the difference. Literally, the chess.com guy is like, let's see what we can learn from that win. It was 13 moves, and the position is dead even. Let's see what we can learn. Absolutely nothing. Just got to stay connected, buddy. Just got to stay connected to the website. Hey, Aaron. Aaron Gull. Thank you for the 5 gifted. The Kick Cinco. Cheers, Aaron. And would you look at this? Just a abandonment win. We'll take it. Aaron, I'm assuming, is a little bit more interested in the next game probably than this one. Yeah. This one isn't good enough. That's not 5 subs worthy, but the next one will be. Here we go. Let's get a big one here. Pawn into the middle. Okay. Gonna get our knight out. As we know, knight comes up. In comes this move right here. Obviously, d4. So we play c3. This is our Sicilian setup, right? We take. They go here. And what have I always said about the Sicilian? If there's a knight there, you're playing c3, d4, and your goal is d5. So without thinking, I'm going to play d5. I need to have this move. Otherwise, it just back to normal. But we need to have that. And crucially, taking here is very much an assistance type of move. We're not looking to provide assistance. We're looking for our opponent to give us a piece with bishop b4. Thank you very much. Well, since you offered so nicely, my friend, I won't take it. Honest to God, I won't take it. Hit you with a better tactic. D5. Didn't I tell you this game was going to be 5 subs worthy? There you go, Aaron. Guys, c3. It's a goddamn cheat code to the Sicilian. c3, d4. Stuff always goes wrong. What's your goal? d5 immediately. Now, I wouldn't have you playing d5 if there's no knight there. Like, if your opponent's just not having a knight, I wouldn't waste your time playing d5. But they got a knight there. Boom, boom. And the next move. Every time. Without delay. Just absolutely killer. And when I play knight here, I mean, as soon as I played it, I was like, guys, I mean, we're waiting for the bishop b4. We're just sitting there waiting for it. Latin and Blonde, he agrees. It was worth 5 subs. That was a 5 sub kind of win right there. Thank you, Latinum Blonde. This c3, d4 was an absolute killer in the first Habit series. It's a killer in this one, and we've only tried it a few times so far. Biggest addition. Into the center. Let's match. Okay, that's a capture. Let's get our knights out. Okay. Okay, knight into the center. We can't go there, so gotta go here. Bishop hitting our knight. Can't actually stay in the center there. So I mean, I guess we're gonna move away. I'm still hitting the center. It's not really ideal, but I guess we'll move away. In order to get developed, though, remember, if I don't move this bishop, we got a big problem. So this move looks like it's necessary. Let's take that. I need to get developed, need to move this bishop, so that'll be 100% my next intention. Okay, he trades. It's fine with me. Goes here. I think we'll just get our bishop out. Offer a trade. Also hits the center. Don't really mind that. And we want a castle. Then we have this bishop to get out. It can't really go here or here, so most likely it's going to go there. But yeah, you can see what our next couple moves are going to look like. Well, that's a trade. Let's make it happen. Let's get castled. Looking pretty solid here. Our bishop probably wants to get out here. Please queen d4. I think, yeah, just still go for this. That's a trade. And, oh wow, we've been talking about how important it is. Now we get to do it. Rook there before the king castles, right? Imagine we sit here and we play h6. He castles, I go rook there. Way different story than checking first and now playing h6. Much different. Got our snorkel. Probably going to bring our queen up into the middle with the rook coming over. First, that is a trade, though, so let's go ahead and do that. Queen into the middle. Rook over. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Okay. Well, I'll be damned. Our pieces look pretty good. We can double up, right? That's always a nice solid plan, especially if there's just a pawn in front of us. Like, doubling up the rooks is pretty easy to do. Oh, okay. We have this. Go to the side there. That's a trade. Okay, queen into the middle. We're getting hit there. Okay, the pawn is defended, but after this move, I mean, it is in a pin, so can we just keep attacking it? That's what you do in a pin. This is the definition of not just a basic tactic, but using a basic tactic becomes probably a bit more of an advanced tactic. Basic tactic is putting the rook here. That pins the pawn. Congratulations. More advanced is realizing that it's pinned and maybe adding some pressure to it. That's the difference. Okay, queen here. I think we'll just go and take. As always, we're kind of protected down here because, hey, we got our snorkel. We're not worried. Queen here. I always like to avoid moving the pawns if possible, so I think I'm going to offer a queen trade here just because any pawn you move in front of your king is quite weakening. I will do it, but only if I have to, right? Doesn't feel that safe to move these just yet. So we got our king utilizing the snorkel. Very nice. We're offering a queen trade. I mean, even if I wasn't up a pawn here, I'd happily queen trade. So the fact that we are makes it even more of a guarantee. Ah, yes. If we're gonna do business, we're gonna do business on my terms, he said. Okay. Okay, big guy. Hey, listen. Don't want any trouble. Don't want any trouble. All right. We're in an endgame, which means a couple important responsibilities. Rook attacking opponent's pawns, right? Those moves come to mind. And also king into the middle. So 2 plans. I don't even think it matters which way you execute them. But very tempting is this. Oh, okay. Well, a trade, and let's get our king into the middle of the board where possible. Okay. Can we get into the middle? Okay, not quite. So we're going to have to start pushing some pawns now. We want to get there. I mean, hey, this is our pass pawn. There's nothing in front of it. Let's just make it here. Okay, that's a capture. Use our pawn, right? We want to be here. We want to be here. And we have a pass pawn that, I mean, he basically can't match that pawn, you know? Like, it's just, I'm kind of waiting for him. We can make some pawn moves while we wait. I'm just waiting for it to be, yeah. Okay. Trade. And yeah, give me the center, and I've got a pawn here. And the best advice for any type of endgame is, move that pawn up, but you want to use this as a decoy for something else. So right now, I can use this as a decoy to go and take this pawn. Okay, now I've got this pawn. I can use this as a decoy. Well, he's supposed to take the decoy. I can't tell you how insane it is to resign this game. Like, I can't explain to you how delusional it is to resign this. I would bet all the money in the world that a 1200 with the queen is not winning this. That it's absolutely nuts. Like, what? What are we talking about here? Very tough conversion. The sad part about this, which is even more sad for our opponent, is that not only is he resigning, he should never resign, period. He should never resign considering the rating. He should also never resign considering the time. And on top of all that, he shouldn't resign considering the position. But there's like 3 reasons why you shouldn't resign before you even look at the position. And the position is also insanely difficult. So this position with this pawn against the queen is almost, I would just say, almost always a draw. Like, it's fair for you to think that this is a draw. Queen against that one pawn, 1 square from queening. I'm talking about a pawn on the C or the F file. It's always a draw. Now, in this very particular case, I think black might be able to win, but it's a winning method that I wouldn't trust like a 2400, 2500 with. Like, I would play this on myself. Absolutely no shame, because this is known to be a draw. Now, our opponent here is obviously insanely strong. I think he understood. Incredibly strong player. He saw right to the end. He said, yes, this is the one where it's usually a draw, but this particular one isn't. Yeah. No, yeah. Got to give it up. Unfortunate. Just have to play the position. Well, really, it's draw because what happens is normally you check your opponent's king until they go in front, and then you bring your king closer. And then eventually you get close enough. You just repeat till they go in front and you go closer. But with this pawn, you don't have to go in front. You can just ignore it and go to the corner, because this pawn is always going to be on a square where if you take it, it's stalemate. Extremely annoying. So that's why it's always a draw, because they can keep going in the corner and they don't ever have to block their pawn. But in this very specific position, it's only not a draw because of the placement of the king. And so here, I could play this move, because if you make a queen, I can checkmate you. But it's so ultra specific that the king is close enough. So this guy's resigning a position that like 99 times out of 100 would be a draw. And at this rating, 100 times out of 100, it's going to be a draw. As long as you know this. Now, I'm not saying he would know it as white. Maybe it would happen that he gets checked here and he doesn't go to the corner. He goes in front. Maybe he ends up losing anyway. But no matter what, this is a full conversion that needs to happen. This is not easy at all. Even at the highest level, I feel like this gets played on because it's not 100% easy. So the guy he sees this and he's like, oh yeah, I'm out. See ya. It's the theme of the series. Opponents resigning with absolutely no rhyme or reason to. Just because your opponent makes a queen first doesn't mean it's GG. Doesn't mean it's GG at all. Yes, go gory. So, funny that our opponent just happily resigned there. I mean, I didn't have to prove that. He didn't even, nobody stressed. Just give me the points. Okay, not complaining. But yet another reminder why you guys should never resign. Never. Sleazy Mick Cheesy. Hello, Mr. chessbrah. I started playing 21 months ago at 300 ELO. I'm now 2,500 FIDE rated thanks only to habits. Support these guys. Thank you, Sleazy. Sleazy is obviously one of our rapid improvers in the channel. He owes it all to habits. 21 months ago, when there was no habit series, when he was too late to catch the first series and too early for the second one. Yep, he just made it happen. We were talking about that earlier, Tim. Buddy Pranav, world junior champion, also an alumni of habits, definitely. Big for the system. We'll put Buddy Pranav's picture up in the habits hallways to remind the students, where they can take you. Let's go to the next one. People keep resigning. It's just absolutely madness. E4. Okay, we have the Caro-Kann, which we don't see too often. Probably only a couple times this entire series. And yet, D5, instead of taking, which we have been doing, we're going to play knight C3, which is slightly different. Now, a lot of people play this move. This is what's been happening so far. We'll see if that's what he does, but there are a number of possible moves here, and he decides to take. Makes sense. Obviously, we're going to take it back. The bishop comes out. We're going to snork up here, just like every time that the bishop comes out, and we're going to take it back. That's pretty much it. That's all you need to know, right? Just get this position. Okay, bishop out. We still want a castle like usual, but the center is going to require some claim to it. So our goal is to castle ASAP. There's the knight. We're still going to take it. We're still going to take that. And I will claim the center here with my pawn, because I know that we do need to do that. Okay, he's castling. It's time for our pieces to move here. Let's hit the center. Bishop needs to move. Let's go back. Okay. Unfortunately, we dropped a pawn there, but we can bounce back, bring the rooks to the middle like nothing ever happened. Okay. Trade that. Can't actually bring my rook there, and why am I not taking here? Mainly because the knight's not really doing anything to me. It's just kind of sitting there. If I had a knight, for example, I'd be trading. If that was a bishop, I'd be trading. But bishop for knight, if it's not really doing anything to me, I'm not really going to do anything to it. All right, pawn moves up. I think we snork up here so that this is covered. And let's bring our king to the middle. Let's bring our king to the middle. King to the middle. Very powerful habit. We want to bring the rook over, trade that once more. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do that. King takes. Okay. Okay, so he's really getting the pawns up there. What are we going to do? I will push a pawn here. Try to claim a little bit of space. I think I'm mainly considering this because I want to go here, but he was blocking it. Goes here. Well, we'll definitely make that trade happen. It's definitely time for some pawn moves. So we have this, which is nice because it gets me a little bit closer to the center, but RPM time. It's the end game. King to the middle. Trade pieces if we can. Time for these pawn moves. Okay, well, that's going to be a trade right there. And, well, we'll make this capture and see how it works for us. Okay, he goes here. I think, you know, easy to see how this is important. I mean, what if we just keep sending it? Move our bishop, maybe somewhere in the center. Let's get that pawn down. Okay. Let's head into the center. Let's see what we can do here. Knight here. I guess we kind of want to keep this pawn, but yeah, we are in the center as well here. I guess we'll save ourselves. I mean, this pawn's not really going to become a queen, but it's still pretty strong pawn right there. I'm moving my bishop because I'd like to move my king and take these pawns, but I can't really do it when my bishop is sitting there hanging. Okay, that's a trade for us. Take that. Try to use our king here. Okay, the pawn pushes. I think we can hunt it down. Our king's pretty powerful. I mean, we've been able to use it nicely. Let's take that. Let's take that. Okay. We have nothing in front here. So I think it's time to go. Our king can come in to kind of claim this one. Let's keep pushing. Okay, that didn't stress us out too much in the end. We entered the end game down a pawn, and he blundered a pawn. I mean, we had to be the ones sharp enough to take it, but then there's nothing in front of the pawn, so we just moved it as far as it would go, brought our pieces into the middle, and then used our king to just hunt down the opponent's pawns. That's pretty much it. And then once again, you got a pawn with nothing in front of it, push it. It's that simple. That's right, Sleazy. That's right. As our dear colleague Hick calls them, the wide peepos. He did activate his king. His issue was mainly dropping that pawn. I think if this pawn was just up one square, he would probably destroy us in this endgame, but he just wasn't on the lookout for that. That's unfortunate. That pawn goes here. He trades. He plays the exact same way. He probably wins that game. But it's really just taking that pawn and then going for the easy plan of pushing and then using our king into the center, attack opponent's pawns, push again. It was brain dead enough that it actually worked. Pawn into the middle. We're going to match that. Comes up with the knight. Here we go. Pawn here. Fuck me, I guess. Okay, not a very successful opening. We got our other knight out. I guess maybe some sort of claim to the center here. Like, ideal would be to get rid of this pawn so my knight can go back to its normal square. But I literally didn't have another knight move available. Okay, I'll take that. Can we bring our knight out? Can we castle? I'm trying to get back to basics here. Dude, what do you want from me here? Like, we don't normally move our queen this early. That's the thing. Here, I'm conscious of a potential pin, but I think we're going to end up going here. Not really my finest move, but I mean, I'm not moving my king. Let's start with that. And we almost never move the queen that early in the game, so I felt that this made the most sense. Let's get the hell castled. Let's get the goddamn snork, you know? Let's do some things that bring us joy. Okay, we take those. We take those. Our bishop needs to go into the center. Our other bishop can actually be improved, I think, to hit the center here, like this. It goes there. Let's get the rook out as well. But yeah, I think bishop here makes a lot of sense. Okay. Okay, maybe we can double. Okay, got the rooks doubled. We're snorked up here. Bishop hitting the middle. Knight on a good square. We may be down some material, but with all the above being true, I think we have to be happy. Okay, pawn up. Let's continue, conclude. What's coming next? Most likely the knight into the center of the board. That feels like a pretty nice move. He goes knight here. yeah, I don't really mind it at all. Knight takes, well, he's hitting our rook. I guess we'll move and hit the knight. Fair is fair. Okay, queen here. Offering a trade, but I mean, we're a modern day genius here. If we take this first, we get 2 pieces for the rook, which is the same great idea as before. Now I know this is a little off script here, but you know, this is our math class from level 1. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Feeling pretty good about this. You know, don't call me a genius yet, but I like what's happening here, folks. Okay, I take it back. This is why you stay on script. Should have traded the queens. Should have traded the queens. Okay, it's okay. We bounce back. We bounce back. Bounce back with some hawk-like vision. Okay. All right. We're all good here. Hawk-like vision comes in clutch. Oh. Did not expect that. Did not expect that at all. I think d6 is one of those moves that it's almost like you wish that it works so much that you just play it and you're like, please work. You know it doesn't work, but you're like, just work. Okay, d6. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. Queen here. I like the knight in the middle. I like maybe bringing my queen into the middle after that. All that feels pretty nice. Okay, let's do it. Queen into the center of the board. Just improving our pieces here. I'd also love to go for some trades. Okay. Moderate red dot. Oh, geez. Okay, he's really piling on the pressure. But you know what's nice is that it's impossible for him to win a piece here. It's impossible. It can't happen because I got more pieces than him. So I have that in my back pocket here. Like, you can do your worst here, bud. It's not going to work on me. Okay. Okay. We're back here. Okay, rook there. Guess let's go back to the middle. Okay. Trying to go into the actual middle of the entire board here, which I do like. Okay, queen there. Let's go ahead and give him this this check. Let's offer him a trade. Trade with me, sir. I'm looking at a guy with no snork. That's all I'm noticing here. No snork dork. Well, I can't say you don't have a snork anymore, but you know, you are many things. A fool, but you do have a snork. I can call you many things, but I take back what I said earlier. GG. You guys are all talking about a smothered mate, but the problem is there's no rhyme or reason for knight f2 check here. It just doesn't even make sense. Not only does it's not a tactic at all, it's just a random check, but also rook takes. We might even lose a rook here. Shock. We couldn't possibly do that. Batsmaniac, I wouldn't start it any other way. But seriously, what went wrong? I mean, the guy played 40 moves of chess before he realized that he needs to play h3. That was the main reason that he lost this game here. There was no h3 in. Now, we definitely were in trouble at the beginning, but thankfully we won the game, so we don't need to review anything. d4. I'm gonna meet in the middle here. Almost certainly our knight is coming out next, and we know we want to bring our other knight out. The bishop comes out. e6, bishop out, castle, snorkel. I'd like to think that we have our system down here. Yes, we do. Okay, it goes here. Let's snork up because it's always easy to do when they put the bishop there. Bishop hitting the center. Not a problem at all. Our bishop is hit. Okay, let's get out of there. Goes here. Is it just me? Or are we starting to get a little apprehensive here? No, okay, never mind. We're all good. I said it before, I'll say it again. This move doesn't concern us at all. Not the one we were bothered about. Not in the slightest. Our rook's to the middle, and which random pawn move are we going to be going for, guys? Of course, the answer is definitely not these ones over here because we have some in the middle. So he goes here. I don't know what the guy's cooking up, but my next one is probably going to be that. Okay, he beat us to it. He's going to go there. Obviously, we'll respond first by taking. He takes. Let's go take back. Knight takes. Our queen has to move. Let's stay central. But I haven't given up. I haven't given up on this one. We need to play our RPM, but we'll keep it central. Knight needs to move. We don't have a lot of options, so this is pretty much forced. Oh, let's take. Okay, well, let's bring our knight back. The worst thing you can do is forget about a piece over there. So straight back into the action. Let's go. Okay, we're attacked, so let's move. Definitely a little scary here. Can't say that this is exactly what we want. Huh? What's this guy doing? What's this guy doing? What am I running into? Knight takes pawn. It's crazy. Okay, clear red dot here. So let's get the heck out. Oh my goodness. Okay, so he's castling. What can we do here? Very scary, very scary. Okay. It's time to RPM, as we know, in the center. It's always the way to do it. RPM, RPM. Ah. And this is quite pleasant, isn't it? A great tactic for us. Bishop to f4, created by the RPM. Let's do it. Don't you just love when RPMs and tactics combine? Go ahead and take that. Thank you very much. That's a queen for me. King takes that's certainly a move. Okay, what are we gonna do? I mean, knight into the middle here. Okay. I'm looking at that, and it's looking like a free pawn to me, so I will take it. King over. I'm really looking to activate here. This feels kind of smart. It's hitting both at once, and feels like it might get a trade to happen. I can see this getting me the trade that I need. Had to get the KO in for the Matt host. He's one of the few that saw that live. Thank you, Matt. Welcome in. I saw you doing a little commentary on Hans's match earlier. I was tuning in while I was preparing my stream today. Bring the boys to the party, Gory. We just hit 1,300 in our Building Habits series.